Previously on YouTube's The Drawing Dead.
How are you so good?
Taking a little break to walk the loser back to his car.
Oh, the 9 of clovers? Yes, thank you.
6 in the morning. Yeah, you want to tell the people who you are? Since you begged to be on the vlog?
His favorite hygienist. It's not a good day to have to be around.
Jada safely away at school. It is time for me to get on the road. On the road to an Andrew Nemi and Brad Owen meetup game near Chicago. It's about 4.5 hours away. Let's go. Drive to McCook, Illinois. Four hours in and we're here. Well, we're really not here, but we're damn close. Damn close. And the game doesn't start for another 2.5 hours anyway. So we're gonna sit down, we're gonna decompress a little bit, then head over and get into some poker. Meetup game poker. So we've made it. We've made it to McCook, Illinois, the max. And we've sat down in a 1-300 cap game. Let's see what we can do.
So after dentist appointments, long drives, and hotel check-ins, we finally sit down at this meetup game for some 1-3 action. I bought in the game for $300, not knowing the cap was $400, but that's fine. I'll work with it. The room wasn't even quite full yet, although it soon would be, but either way, I was having a good time just goofing off and meeting my table mates. In fact, my table wasn't even full at this point. We were playing 7-handed. The session began really well for me. I mean, I wasn't winning any huge pots or anything, but I was winning a lot of small pots, here and there. The table decided to do a $10 bomb pot. And I'm all for bomb pots, although I don't think I've won one since 1946. The dealer spreads the flop and I see 7, 6, 9 with 2 spades. I glance down at my hole cards to see that I flopped a flush draw, and a straight draw, with an overcard for my under the gun position. That's way more than enough for me to start building a pot right now, so I lead for $25 into about 70. The cutoff and the button call pretty quickly and we're off to see a turn card. In my mind, I'm praying for the ace of spades. Let's just wrap this thing up right now. I don't get that ace of spades though. Instead, I get the king of clubs. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I'll take it, as now my drawing hand is at least one pair. I bet $75 and the cutoff moves all in for a bit less. The button tanks for 51 seconds. I know it's 51 seconds because I have it recorded. But ends up folding. That leaves me in the all-in cutoff to see the river card. Come on, dealer. Just put the ace of spades out there and let's end this thing. He doesn't, though. He pulls the king of diamonds out of the stub, and somehow I've gone from straight draw flush draw to top trips. It's always nice to have plan B.
Sometimes the unexpected happens. If it does, there's plan B.
I'm not quite sure what the cutoff had, but top trips scoops this pot. Sometimes, when I sense a lot of weakness in people's starting range, I just raise, in position, with anything almost semi-playable, and sometimes when I do this, I couple it with a speech, because speech play is strong. In this hand, there's a $6 under the gun straddle, and 2 players have called. When I look down at 7-5 offsuit, give a speech, and make it $45 to go.
I'm really just trying to take this, to be honest with you. I have a little something, but it's really not worth that. But
Everyone folds except the under the gun player, so we see the flop heads up. Ace 7-8 with 2 spades isn't exactly an A1 flop for me, although it's not horrible. The problem is the ace. I'm not a fan, especially since I've yet to see this player donk bet, and I would expect him to check his entire range to me as a pre-flop raiser. So when he checks, I just check it back, looking for a good turn card.
that is a really good card for me.
I'm not lying. The turn 6 of diamonds is a good card for me. My flop bottom pair has now added a straight draw, and I bet $50 when he checks again. I'm basically just looking to give myself multiple ways to win this thing. Doesn't work. He calls again. The second ace on the river is a clear brick. It's hard for me to represent an ace after checking the flop, and him checking to me screams that he doesn't have one either, but I could go either way with the better check here. A good portion of the time I already have the best hand, and although I might get him to fold a strange 8, I don't see him folding anything stronger than that. I check it back and lose to pocket 9s.
Boo! Nice answer.
Shit. I pulled an A6 offsuit.
Did you?
Fucking...
So we're still at the meetup game, and Nick's got us drinking. Nick's got us drinking in the middle of a poker game. One guess how this is going to end up. That's Nick. That's the guilty one. This is the guy you probably just saw me punt off about $100 to with 7-5 offsuit.
I'm a living ball of stress, getting all depressed, skipping, getting dressed at all, in my crib is all a mess. I'm missing all my ex-girls, I wish them all the best, but I'm sitting with my next girl, giving y'all a rest. I know I'm not the best with the opposite sex, I confess, I give them all moderate stress. Am I negative? Well, I'm not positive yet. I can't seem to figure out if I'm the cause or effect. Hey, and though I'm high, my morality's low. These hoes are hoping for a rose like reality shows. I gotta keep them on their toes as my salary grows. My family knows I'm never chasing after these hoes.
Still here, still at the meetup game. And it is mid-session update time. What can I say about this game? Brad and Andrew sure do pack them in. Pack them in. Over 300 people on the list. There's got to be a billion different tables going. 1-1, 1-3, 1-2-5 PLO. A little bit for everybody. And in my game, I'm running like God. What can I say? The hands that I've had haven't been too hard to play. Flopping trip aces ain't hard to play. Turning the nut straight ain't hard to play. How about river in the nut flush? Ain't hard to play. So as we speak, I'm in the game for 300 and I have, who knows, in front of me. $1,000, 1,100. It's been a good session so far. The funny thing is I'm calling this the mid-session update, but I honestly doubt if it's the middle of the session. But I've had a beer. And if I've had one beer, then I'll probably have two, and then it'll make it harder to talk to the camera. So see? Thinking, forethought. I'll do the mid-session update now. And then who knows after that? Maybe I'll have a couple more drinks, and then maybe I'll lose all the money. Maybe I'll just have one more drink. Anyway, we're headed back in, and let's see if we can do some more damage. Second half of the session.
When I'm gone, then I'm gone. Don't be sad without me. I left a lot of songs for you to play, so blast them loudly. I left a lot of products. You can take a dab and shout me out without a poster. You can make a post and tag a product.
So since the Kelly massage works so well in Vegas, we're going to get another one here in the Chicagoland area. Massage time.
My life's amazing. Despite all my shortcomings I've encountered on my path, I met them with more, running all the way to the end.
So after a few hours at that table, we're now at this table. Woo. So now we got to teach them what's up. We got to teach them what's up. I'm gonna get punished.
I get to the door huffing just to see what it was for. I found it was more nothing. I apologize. It's hard for me to post. It's rare I like to share. I feel that part of me is ghost. And everybody's fronting. When you start to see it close, then you understand that stunting is for those who need it most. I'm not another clone posting with this money phone. I'll smack it from your head before I ask if anybody's home. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. So what's the deal? Nothing's really real right now. We go. Thought once you saw success, you gotta take a rest. But you have to double down if you wanna stay the best. Ain't nobody got your interest at heart. They all waiting for your spot, and they wish you depart or fall face first. They looking for a reason to hate. I'm thinking of leaving, I'm having trouble breathing of late. I need an escape. No, this is not a fire drill. I had a major blowout, now I'm running on my tire wheels. Never finish what I start, my clothes are in the dryer still. Getting out of bed takes all of my entire will. And yet I'm still here standing tall. After all, I'm at home working on my cannonball. Or catch me sitting like a slouch. We put a man on the moon and I can't get up off the couch. And though I'm humble to the core, if we rumble, I'll have you screaming uncle on the floor like wow.
So remember when I was on here before and I said I was running good? Everything was going great. You guys remember that? Remember how great everything was going during the mid-session update? Let me show you something. You see this guy? Hello. That guy likes to get bigger boats and let me get smaller boats and take most of my chips. That's what he likes to do. Look at this. I'm back to like starting stack.
Me too.
This is how they treat you in Chicago. This is why I don't come to Chicago. This is why I stay in St. Louis. Boat over boat.
I just wish that I could go someplace where nobody knows me.
All right, here's the playbook for this hand right here. If it's linked to me, I'm opening. Probably the 15. If someone before me opens, I'm going to call. No 3-bet. I'm probably calling flop bets and raising turns, like I'm trying to get it in on the turn. That's what's going to happen right here. Yeah, I'll probably raise all the lines.
What he's doing, he's giving you the hands breakdown, so you just have to edit it later. He's just
I'm doing it right now.
The whole thing right now. All right, I'm just you screwed it up. 17.
I forget what I said I was going to do. Did I say I was going to?
This scenario didn't come up.
I'm calling.
Call a re-raise? I forget what I was
Yeah. Yeah.
Got one. You should be like, I decided just to call here with aces and see what happens.
You only raised a 7. 17 total.
I don't remember what I said I was going to do here. I have no clue.
30.
So I give the pre-flop speech, right? About I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'll look down at this.
That's why you do
Are
that.
you kidding me right now?
Only floated for so long. 25.
So since I moved to this table, things haven't been going the best. But you know what this is? This is my button. I have about $400 in front of me. I have the button, and I dare somebody to fucking try to take it. We're getting it in. Somebody makes a move, they better be willing to fight all 5 streets, baby. Button defense, 101. You know, it's the weird thing about poker. Things don't always really work out like you expect them to work out. But that's okay, because the next hand is this guy's button, and he ain't been defending it all night. No, I leave in the morning. Yeah.
Anything?
It's a sad state of affairs.
Anything interesting?
Sad state of affairs. We ended up for the night. We ended up.
You did it.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
I'm up negative 114. Yeah.
We got this guy back here. He's in the vlog.
He's in the vlog.
We are all.
Hey, who man's is this?
Well, let me explain to you what.
Who man's is this?
Can I hold this camera?
Yeah, you can do it.
It's an honor. It's an honor to hold Jaman's camera.
Yeah.
We are all winners when Jaman joins us at the meetup game.
They're all winners. I'm not a winner.
Aside from Jaman, everyone's a winner. I'm going to talk to your camera without you
All
for
right.
a second. What's up? What's up, Jaman's audience? Hi, first of all, and it's an honor to be talking to you on Jaman's camera. And just want to say, thanks for watching Jaman's stuff. Even though it's easy to do because his stuff is so awesome. As you guys know, Jaman is a very treasured asset here in the poker blogging community. He's my favorite creator in this exact space. And he's one of my favorite creators overall. So it's really cool to see him continue to just, you know, find new creative edges here and do his thing. I don't know how he finds the time, to be honest, but cheers to this guy. And we all, I'm with you guys in celebrating the brilliance that is Jaman Burton and his creativity, his grind, his motivation, and everything that he contributes into this space. Cheers to that.
So we're done. We've wrapped up poker for the night. Poker for the meetup game is over. Final results. In for 400, out for 286. Down $114. And I knew I came out during the mid-session update and said I was up. Things were great. I'd had a beer. And after that, I did a table change. And nothing worked out. Nothing worked out. I lost a full house to a bigger full house. I lost with queens to kings. I lost a flush to a flush. I lost everything. But at the end of the day, it was a great event. I'm glad I made it up to Chicago. I'm glad I got to hang out with Andrew and Brad for a little bit. And although the night's over for poker, I think we're going to stop and have a couple drinks. So that's something. I still wish I would have won, though. Winning's so much better. So much better.
The World Series of Poker circuit event is here in St. Louis.
I'm going to play poker, Sticky Pete. It hasn't been too long since the mid-session update, and I'm leaving. I'm out of here. That's about a 4.5 hour wait.
I was so looking forward to the Canon G7X Mark III too, but the overheating issues, the autofocus, I mean, look at this. Look how long I'm focused on this 10.3. Unusable. So I returned it shortly after this trip. What a waste.
It looks like on the docket. It looks like on the docket for this meetup game is. It looks like we will be jumping into a 1-3 no limit Texas Hold'em game today. So we made it. We've made it all the way. So we made it. We made it here to McCook, Illinois. The funny thing is, I'm calling this the mid-session update, but I doubt I'm. The funny thing is, I'm calling this the mid-session update, but I doubt it's the middle.
Mr. Burton, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent.
Our taste in music reflect our everyday lives. Around 10 or 12 years ago, the trend was